So, I went looking for him. I knew his name, that he is a nurse, and the rough location where he works. So I thought I would head for the hospitals in that area to see if I could find him there. And I know that's a long shot, but I just had to work with what I've got and make a move. The drive to the first hospital felt so intense. To think that this could be it. He could be in that building. The hospitals were huge. I went from reception desk to reception desk asking if anybody could help me. I did think there would be some kind of staff database that we could just search his name and find out where he's working. But there was no such thing. And data protection meant that nobody could really help me. So I drove to the next nearest hospital. And this time I made up a story. I said that I was his long lost brother and I've been searching for him for 20 years to see if that would sway anybody into helping me. But still nothing. By the time I'd searched the third hospital, I realised I wasn't getting anywhere. So I called it a day. Driving home was not good. I felt low. I felt like I hadn't made any progress, even though I had, because I now know this approach won't work. So it's on to the next idea, and that is progress. Just didn't feel like it. I hate being in that mind state. I want to snap myself out of it and think of something, and then I thought, I know the school that his wife works at. And if I can't find him in person, then I'm just going to have to go through her. So I pulled a U-turn and I headed in that direction. I managed to get in front of her. She was understandably in a state of shock and panic to see me there. She's just an innocent woman caught up in this mess. I repeated to her what I had been saying from the start. I have to meet your husband. I don't know what story he has told you, but what he was doing to me when I was a child needs addressing. The conversation went on for another minute or so. I wrote down my details on a piece of paper and I handed them to her and I said, let him know that I am not stopping. I got back in my car. Things felt so intense again. That same intensity that I had when I was driving towards the first hospital earlier that day. But this time what I was feeling was very different. I began to think about her going home that evening and telling him that I had turned up at her work. He would not have been able to believe it. He's just managed to lie his way through a police investigation and get that called off. I am sure he thought once he had done that, I would go away. But I have not. And I could now see that it's him in all the mess, not me. He is the one having to lie to everyone around him, running from something that he cannot run away from forever. Honestly, that drive home, it was like something shifted in me. It was like I could now understand. There's no need for me to feel embarrassed about what happened. There's no need for me to feel ashamed about what happened. I was just a child, and I did not understand what I was involved in. None of this is my fault. All of the fault is with him. So I will wait to see whether he contacts me or not, and then take things from there. Thank you for listening.